My name's Aaron. I've known Ben for the past 17 years after meeting him in middle school. And I moved to Cleveland when I was entering 7th grade. And middle school was a little bit different in Cleveland than what I was used to growing up in Maryland. One of the first things that I learned was that if someone was making fun of you, all you had to say was, "Your mom," and you automatically won the argument. The good old days. So my first memory of Ben is seeing him get in a fight with a bully before soccer practice, when he charged the bully with his lunch bag, hitting him several times. And all I could think was, why didn't he just say "your mom"? And be done with it. I immediately knew that I wanted to be friends with this guy, and I would find out in the many years after that moment, issuing a cloth lunch bag to defend himself is a very Ben thing to do. I think his lunch got more of a beating than the bully. I was later officially introduced to Ben through a neighbor, and we immediately bonded over our shared love of video games, specifically StarCraft. And I love spending time with Ben because of his goofy personality, his friendly nature, and especially because he was awful at StarCraft, so I could always do that. I only spent 2 years at Orange, but my friendship with Ben lasted even though we no longer saw each other every day. And this is one of the things I admire most about him. He is a fiercely loyal friend. Sorry, I'm gonna cry. And is always putting in the work to keep his relationships alive. He's good at sending random texts, whether it's a cat gif or just some article that he knows you'll be interested in. So after leaving Orange, Ben and I spent a week or two together every summer when we joined my family at Cape Cod. And one of our annual Cape traditions is to go to Provincetown, which has all sorts of touristy shops and restaurants. And my family is used to traveling as a pack, but without fail, each year we'd somehow lose Ben and spend at least 20 minutes trying to figure out where we wanted to go. Whether that was a board game store, a t-shirt shop, or one of the toy stores in Provincetown. So those of you that know Ben well knows that he never gives up on his values, and he's a true environmentalist, which I'm reminded of on a regular basis. And Emma reminded me this last night, that a summer we spent at the Cape, Ben and I were washing dishes at a restaurant, and I could count on one hand the number of times he showered that summer. Instead, he was inclined to use the pond, or as he called it, nature's shower. Or another time, my stepbrother threw out some uneaten food, and Ben dug it out of the garbage and ate it. The last 2 summers, our Cape Cod family has been lucky enough to have Leia join us, and I've noticed something different about Ben during those years. He's still been the same goofy kid that he always was, but I could tell that Leia was special. For one thing, he is taking regular showers now. He hasn't eaten out of the trash once. And during our last trip to Provincetown, we all knew exactly where Ben and Leia were at all times. They were right by each other's side. I'm so happy that you two have found each other. And I joke, but I've gotten to see how special your relationship is. And I'm looking forward to many more happy memories.